The United States men's soccer team faces a win-or-die situation against Iran in the third game of the World Cup on Tuesday afternoon. What does the U.S. need to do to claim victory and advance to the knockout stage? Let's talk about it. Well. Welcome back to New York Sports WickerMedia. I'm Watson-K99. Thank you, as always, for taking the time to watch these videos. If you enjoy what you're watching, please do me a favor. Click that thumbs up. A little bit of support is very much encouraged. You can do it by giving me a like, subscribing to the channel if you haven't already, share with a friend. That means a lot. Now, truth be told, I do not own a USA soccer jersey. I really don't even own anything with the letters USA on it. So I'm going with a red, white, and blue Rangers jersey. That's about as well as I can do given the circumstances. So the USA plays Iran Tuesday afternoon, their third game of the World Cup. The circumstances are simple. USA wins the game, they advance to the knockout round of 16 teams. If they lose or they draw, they go back home. So I wanted to talk about this game just a little bit, talk about some things I think the USA needs to do to give themselves the best chance to claim victory. So first thing I want to point out, the United States is the second youngest team in the World Cup. They're facing the oldest team in the tournament in Iran. So this is a smart Iran team that's very well coached, and they know what they have to do. The USA has to attack. They need to score goals. As of now, they have scored 1 goal in 2 games. And they've only had 2 shots on goal in those 2 games, which is probably even worse. Just for context, there have been 11 players in this World Cup who have scored multiple goals in 2 games. The USA has only scored 1 goal as a team. Going against Iran, it's going to be a challenge because Iran plays kind of similar to how Wales did. They like to sit back, play defense, and counter in the transition attack and generate scoring chances that way. So I expect the same. The biggest thing the USA can do in terms of strategy is their set pieces. So corner kicks, free kicks. That has been one of the strengths of this team in the qualifying stages, of the World Cup qualifying. It has not worked at all in these 2 games or even the friendly games leading up to the World Cup. So that is one of the big things. I need to see better set pieces. The defense, I will say, has been very solid with Tim Ream and Walker Zimmerman. The United States has played much better defense than expected, but this isn't where defense is needed. They need the offense. 2 changes I would make if I was Coach Greg Berhalter. One of them is I would start Gioreyna. He's a very creative player. He generates scoring chances. He's had 10 minutes of play time in 2 games. He played the last 10 minutes against England when he couldn't really get into a flow of the game. There's been some questions if he's been hurt. Reyna has pronounced himself ready to go. But his technical ability and, he could really be that straw that stirs the drink, like Reggie Jackson was for the Yankees in the 70s, how he described himself. The United States cannot have this vanilla offense. It's not working for them. They have to give themselves as many chances as they can to score a goal. I would start Reyna. You don't have to play him the whole match, but I would definitely start him this game. The other thing I would do is try Jesus Ferreira at one of the striker positions. Now, Ferreira has not played yet in this tournament. He led the U.S. men's national team in the 2022 calendar year with 5 goals, and he's also 4th in Major League Soccer with 18 goals scored this past season. He can finish. I would give Ferreira a chance to play as well. But more so about strategy, more so about substitutions, it's all about here. This is a young team that I don't think has learned enough how to close games out, how to take those games. What they don't have yet that a lot of the best teams in the world have is killer instinct. Who's going to be that player that's just going to tell the rest of his team, climb on my back, boys, I'm going to carry you. I'm going to put this game away, and I'm going to get us the win. Somebody must finally have to say, screw you, this is my time. It may be Tyler Adams. It may be Weston McKennie. It may be Christian Pulisic. But one of these players somewhere on the team has to decide, this is my game, I'm going to take over, and I'm going to teach us how to win, and I'm going to propel us to the next level. The United States can absolutely beat Iran. They are a more talented team, but are they smart enough, crafty enough, and more than that, confident enough to feel like this isn't a game that they will win. Not that they can win, but that they will win. So what I'll be watching for is their confidence. How aggressive are they, and how smooth are their passes, upfield? How crisp are those passes? When they're passing the ball to a player who has a chance to score, are they in position? Or is it a little bit off? That execution, that crispness makes all the difference. Can make all the difference between going to the next round and going home. Well, that's my thoughts on USA versus Iran. Let me know in the comments. Will you be watching the game? And, how excited are you for USA versus Iran? Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you back here with more content from you know where. The Wicker Chair.